Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be making music with the weirdest musical trick I know. And to be honest, using the word trick maybe isn't the right way to explain it. It's better to think of it like this. The majority of Western music uses a certain set of rules. We create scales using 7 of the possible 12 pitches. And from those notes we build chords and melodies. I've got another video that goes into much more detail on this very subject. But what you need to know today is that different notes and chords from that scale have different roles. For example, the 5th chord we make will push towards the 1st chord, which feels like home base. Still with me? This is the basic concept used for constructing 99% of the music you'll ever hear. Think of it like this. If music is the universe that we all live in, then conventional theory would be the laws of physics that makes this card do what it does. Well, what if we jumped into a portal that took us to an alternate universe where none of those rules apply anymore? This is what Arnold Schoenberg was trying to create with his compositional methodology known as 12-tone music. And I'm going to try my hand at making some of that today. See, with 12-tone music, we throw out the idea that certain notes have different roles or weight. Every note is now equal. And now in our compositional method, instead of using 7 different scale tones, we use all the 12 chromatic notes. One of the rules that's often utilized in this atonal music is that we can't play a note we've played before until we've used all the 12 different tones. Let me demonstrate. If these are all of the pitches available, I can start on any given note and then play any note next. Once I played that note, I can't go back to it until I've played everything else. The exception being, I can stay on one note for as long as I want, meaning I can repeat it until I change tones. Rhythm doesn't factor into this, and neither does the octave. The order that we decide to arrange these chromatic notes in is called a tone row. So why don't we try to make our own totally random one? I like the way it looks, let's hear how it sounds. Ooh, she's a beauty. Now we have the option of stopping there and using that to write ourselves some bangin' summertime jams. But there's also some tricks we can do to generate additional rows derived from our original. We can play our initial row backwards. This is called the retrograde. We could also transpose the row, meaning keeping the same musical spaces between the notes but starting on a different one. We could invert the original. This is when we flip the musical spaces upside down. When we look at our original, to get from the 1st to 2nd note, we went down a major 3rd. To invert this, we would now go up a major 3rd. You would then do this for the rest of the notes. We can do all these backwards as well, which gives us a grand total of 48 different possibilities. It's possible to plot all of these out in what's called a 12-tone matrix. We can then use these to create melodies or harmonies. How are you feeling about this? Does your brain hurt yet? Because this stuff can be a little bit overwhelming. I'm going to make a composition with this. Wish me luck. I'm going to play the original tone row we generated, followed by the inversion, and then a reversed transposition. Ain't that a mouthful? Let's see what it sounds like. Well, that song will probably be the soundtrack to my nightmares from now on. If you liked how that sounded, you like this concept, maybe you can have some fun with it, but for me, I'm probably going to stick to my pentatonic scales and open chords. Thank you all so much for watching. These videos are made possible by those of you who support me through Patreon. If you like what I do, you can help ensure a future for this kind of content by clicking on that link down there. I'm Samurai Guitarist, and I will see you again soon.